was asleep, if the computer was asleep, does it kick you out?
Oh, I don't put it into live YouTube and find it.
Oh, you're
Just a few minutes before, yeah.
It's been so.
Oh, you did it before, yeah.
And then when you're ready, then I push, so we're live streaming, yeah. I push that.
Hello.
Huh?
Bye.
So this one. I'll let the camera go. So you can. Okay.
You
Perfect.
should, how do you receive anything from Spencer Stevens Construction? Anything from Pact House?
This is the first one.
Because Spencer said, well, his, person said that they sent it.
Yeah, I haven't sent anything yet.
Okay. And Pact House, you should get it something.
Okay. Okay.
Thanks for your help, that looks good.
So, let's see here.
But do I need to leave that like,
So-
do the crossing the camera, so start that, okay?
Good.
I know, it's probably,
It's just,
it's speaking of audio.
it's picking up, so it's here.
Yeah.
And then we'll just here, and record.
Okay, so everything else is going, I just need to hit record for now.
I guess we could do it now. It's live
Yeah,
streaming.
sure.
Try to keep up with you guys.
It's the same as last time, we think, but we were all doing it wrong.
And then there's a partial,
Yeah. Okay, so you did your recording. And I'll just do it speed afterwards, let it see. Okay. Will you be currently on?
Sure.
You need it 5 years. They want to do it that's Sarah Jones. Don't be reading on here. Otherwise.
You want these now?
That's awesome.
Well, there's probably a bunch of little. Talking that about for the official. Yeah, hold the motion in a little bit, yeah.
thank you. So do you have it right here? The RC part?
Yes. I didn't know I was gonna get so official food. Do you mean?
This one I did, I don't have to be that, oh, this is my.
Thanks, Tyson, I think.
No, it's fine. I've always.
A different one. He's thinking about it.
So the guys, oh yeah, it's on, yeah, you know, it's on the price report, it's like, and I see grant request for the code, you don't see. Ever done.
Yeah.
So I don't see enough. Oh, no, that requires. No, it's gonna be your day. Oh, really?
Something that's like, you're putting in for.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's.
Well, it was for a teacher. This is what I wanted to say. I still, I know it. It's like pretty well. That's so. Whatever.
So just so you know, when they were talking, that's how we're gonna have class.
Sending the winner. I don't know. Hello.
That is the next one. Five. That's Sarah, with Chelsea, so she wants to, presentation at 5:00. Okay.
We should start off casting as well.
So you can stay longer?
That's the problem, we do that with.
Right.
Sure. And so if you need another one.
Yeah.
Well, there you're so slow, get there.
I am slow.
You're for like half.
I went home.
You just get that to him.
I'll know. I'll know if you take that.
No. And she's like, you want me to say bye? And I said, no. Why don't you stop here for you?
Pioneers.
That's amazing.
So it was one of the t-shirt designs,
Oh, really?
but it, I just don't think
So I
it's on the t-shirts. So I talked to the, right down and talked to the lady. who presented it.
It was
I
just
think this on the banner.
But,
Beautiful portion of everyone. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That'd be fun.
Okay, the party's here, let's go.
That's awesome, seriously.
Ronnie coming? Didn't hear yes or no. And got here in 30 minutes from Preston, so it could happen.
No, he just doesn't, he's usually so quiet. And you're like,
How do you get there?
no, it was just. She didn't tell you what you got yet? You were
We're ready?
This is recording, yeah. It's already recording.
Oh.
It hasn't-
All right, let's call the meeting to order. We good with that? This is the Founder's Day meeting, June or May 1st, like there's the second, what is today?
29. April 29.
April 29th. Oh my gosh. I'm in May already.
Still one more day.
Okay. All right. Anyway, we'll turn this right over to Dave.
Wow, here we go. Thank you for coming, everyone. Thank you for what you've done already to get things together for Founder's Day. This is awesome. And I'm looking forward to going through this. I'm sure we still have a lot of things that are unanswered and left open, but we'll go through this. I did break this out on the agenda from previous agendas. We just had Friday and Saturday and then week-long activities, but decided to break it out on every day. I was a little jumping the gun on things for Monday and my text to the everybody, to the city council about, I thought that June first event was on this Founder's Day. I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway. Apologize for that. So, start off, I want to come back to the week-long activities. I think we'll talk about that more at the end and maybe throughout this, but I want to come back to that. So I'm going to start off with Monday, and I just threw this in here as an option. I know we talked about, and I don't know what we called that, but was that Harrisville wanted to be involved in that too? It's just
North Ogden.
just North Ogden. So Pleasant View City and North Ogden City pickleball tournament is all we talked about, right?
Well, when I talked with Ryan, I just said, you know, we have, at least as far as I'm concerned, we've had a strained relationship with North Ogden.
I agree.
And it started for me at our softball tournament where the bums they cheated. And I lost all respect for North Ogden at that point. But anyway, we decided, we talked at a lunch. Wouldn't it be fun just to have a fun game and divide up, like the mayors will be a team, Brian and I will be a team. Ann and one of the council people will be a team, Dave and another council, Sarah, so that it's combined, but it's just a fun game between North Ogden and.
Is it just councils right now? Or are we talking
Well, it'll be,
city staff at all?
well, no, it won't, I don't want to be city staff. I think it'll be, city administrators, mayor, city council. Pretty
Okay.
much just, we don't want to get into a bunch of other things. They've talked about the police and the fire department doing something. Public Works, you know, you guys could do something too, but I don't want to get it too massive, just.
Yeah.
For now, it's just, I think it'll just be the city council, mayor, city administrator.
Are you guys doing that during Founder's Day week or no?
We are actually, no, I don't think we're gonna do it for the meet, we're gonna try to, there's so much going on,
Yeah.
we're gonna probably plan for or after.
Okay.
Guns and hoses, what is it called? The guns and hoses. But anyway, so this will just, I think it's great. When I
Okay.
talked to Ann about it, I said, can we put it in there
Okay.
with the pickleball tournament
We
on
didn't talk
Wednesday?
about it being on Monday before, but are we okay to do it that day?
Yeah,
or-
it's fine. I talked to Bryce Nelson over there at North Ogden, and so we're all lined up, like, so I'll let him know Mondays.
So
that-
Monday, good to kick it off?
I don't know if he's on the
Yeah.
council. He reached out to me about some other pickleball stuff, so.
Okay,
Keep the staff member, call me guys.
okay.
We can work out the details, but I just think it'd be fun. It'd just be so hopefully the council's good with it. I plan on having the mayors win, really.
Whatever, please.
The mayor's win against the council? No way.
Well, the mayor team will win the whole thing.
Wow.
Dreaming, man.
We might need to get a bigger door for this, put their head
Well,
through.
truth speaks louder than,
Is there any other activities on Monday that we need to talk about? Tuesday and Wednesday, both pickleball tournament
Yeah.
and talk to us. What do you got? What do you need help with there? What's your plans? Anything different than what?
Well, just be bigger scale with more courts, so I think we can actually, you know, obviously take more tournament members in there, so I think it'll be good. We've got help from the Lees, Brian and Mandy Lee are helping us. He's a big pickleball guy, so we appreciate their help. They live here in Pleasant View. And no, I think we're good. We're gonna get some volunteers to help run the table and that kind of stuff. Sarah's got the medals going and
Snacks.
yeah, I think we're good.
When are you gonna put out the registration for that?
I don't want people to start signing up till June 1st. We can let them know it's coming, but we won't open till June 1st.
Have you had more people wanting to play in the tournament in the
We've had to
past?
turn people away a lot in the
You have.
past.
So
Yeah,
this is a good thing.
we had to cap it in the past, yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Nothing else additional on pickleball?
And then just really quick, like Tyson, do you guys want to play during that, like on a Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhere inside there?
That's what we were planning with that
Okay,
previous talk. I don't know if that's turning into something with.
No, I just kind of heard talk, I haven't, no, not said it's still, you got over days.
So Public Works against Fire Department against.
Yeah, so we were still thinking we were doing that exhibition match inside of that Tuesday, Wednesday like last year.
okay, yep, I'll get you a date for sure on that. Okay.
So is that just Public Works or is that police department too, or?
Police would be invited and we did the fire department in that. Just as
Oh,
an
okay.
exhibition, it's sort of last minute.
And Public Works kicked their trash.
I
Yeah.
know, even in cowboy boots and work pants. But at least they come, but you're gonna invite.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was pretty last minute. I
Yeah.
don't
So,
know. They
something like
had-
that, they came together, but it, I mean,
They had a couple.
We kind of just shot from the hip last year, right? It was a last minute thing, but we can, I mean, we can do a little formal if you guys want to do like a round robin type thing and make it a little more
Okay,
official.
yeah, that would be great.
Okay,
Yeah, it was, what, maybe an hour and a half last year and.
yeah.
Pretty quick.
Are you planning to use all 10 courts or during that probably?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. That's just the evening, right? No,
No.
sorry, Wednesday day or both? Both,
All day and night. We run the whole,
both days.
Or is it in the morning on Wednesday also?
yeah, we run all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday.
Sorry, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, let's talk Thursday. Heritage activity. Jerry, do you want to give us some input and update us on what you're doing there?
There will be a birthday party.
Yay.
You got the salutes ready here, Sarah?
I asked about the salute. We have to have Brian Barker light it off and he said he couldn't make it.
Can you delegate it to Steve?
No,
Just kidding.
So is that the beginning
Thank you
of,
For asking anyway.
I did ask.
I've got some M80s.
There you go.
I could,
There you go. You can light off some other ones.
they're pretty loud.
So we are planning for the birthday party. Blue Sage Band is ready to go. We've got people working on decorating. We will have the 175th anniversary publication scrapbook. Are we gonna talk later? I think talk about kickoff the 1st of June. Is that still on target?
Yes,
As we
and
hope
I
to
talked to
introduce-
Brett, so I'll fill you in with.
Okay,
what we're
that's
talking
not
about.
this, okay, but anyways, we will kick it off at that meeting, we've got a lot of pictures, we'll put them on the slideshow, all that to kind of get people thinking about it. Cake and ice cream, and no fireworks, I was hoping to do that, what kind of sell it, what kind of birthday party anyway? I don't
Is
know.
that M80s?
Okay. At least we're-
so the salutes are to kick that off? Is that what you're saying?
What I thought would be interesting is just as we said, happy birthday, you know, that we had boom, you know.
Yeah.
so.
I did ask and stuff that there's issues with that because of, well,
Yeah,
Ryan
and-
couldn't anyway, but because of people there, they won't do it anymore. Lighting it off with people there.
Just fine, I recognize that as some conversations.
I try,
Thank you, thank you.
So that the salutes are off or?
not the birthday party, they are for, Founder's Day.
That was just a thought. that
But
we
for the
had
party,
earlier. But anyway, bottom line is, yes, we are planning for that, cake and ice cream for everybody.
We might could have a boom.
He's got it.
We can talk to the neighbor right next door, Bill, well, we could just let it off from there.
Perfect.
Yeah, but anyway, bottom
We
line,
can
yes.
blow up a few buckets. We can blow up a few buckets, I'm sure.
Have leftover flowers again, so that help with the decorating and maybe just a little whatever fundraising on the side, but we're excited, and ready to go.
And it's at Shady Lane.
Shady Lane, Upper Bowery.
Can we make sure that we have that, just put it up on the list for, just reserve the hour for that?
Yeah.
I mean.
I'll make sure that the whole week, I think is just off,
Okay.
but I'll double check.
Okay.
It is for sure, okay.
Do you have any specific questions?
Did you get your Easy Grant to help pay for your band? For Easy
Yeah,
Grant?
well, they haven't announced them, I know yet. We got the information in, it looked good, but I haven't heard any announcements yet. So we're still. We can pay for it either way.
And you don't need help with birthday cake or pie or anything? Okay,
People seem to be under control with it.
okay.
Jerry, do you need any help with volunteers or do you have that covered?
I think we got, Boy Scouts are going camping this week. The troop that usually does this, we're gonna have Cub Scouts and mothers.
Okay,
I say mothers, parents.
okay, cool.
But anyway, I think we're good with volunteers. Thank you very much. So there should be some, in the next newsletter, poster and some other information coming up.
What time are you starting?
6 o'clock,
6 PM.
6 to 9 seems to be the standard
Can you
going.
get us the graphic as soon as and then we share it?
I've given
also?
it to the newsletter people here.
Oh, great, and then, so we should put it on social media.
Brett's doing that also. Our social media.
We can just share it.
That's fine.
Do it in one.
It's fantastic. Anything else you need help with? You good? All right. Cindy, Sarah, you want to talk movie in the park?
Is it really?
Yeah. We will have.
What time are you starting?
I love them.
It's great though. Next generation.
Hopefully. There are some, swear words in there.
That's okay.
And some
No,
potty words. Appropriate, because it's old and it's classic, and parents are aware of what's there. But yes, Sandlot, free popcorn, our new city council will be doing that prior. It's at dusk as usual, so we'll be over there. We've already got our movie, like our screen and sound all booked, so we're good to go.
We have pre-movie trivia too for those.
Oh, yeah,
who wanna come.
we usually do movie trivia and glow sticks for the kids,
And candy
so,
prizes, so.
yep. Last. Any other questions about that? Same as usual.
Okay, City Park. Awesome.
Love it.
So we'll keep just for clarification, we'll keep the older courts open, but the newer ones won't.
Yes, we'll have to close the new 6 courts, those lights and everything right there, right adjacent to the movie will not work, so. I'll coordinate with Public Works, actually make sure we get the timers or the lights off on that one, but generally our screen and our sound has been better and fine for those further ones, it hasn't been bothered.
It hasn't been a problem because I don't
No,
know
I
why.
think we've closed them every
don't know
time,
why
haven't
we
we?
didn't
We
close them
used
down.
to.
I mean,
but
it's,
now-
We tried it without closing them and it was
Yeah.
fine.
does it
It
say-
was just always a confrontation I didn't wanna have, and so we let it go, and it was.
I'm
fine.
ready. No.
So,
as long as they're
um,
playing pickleball and they're not just hanging out there,
Yeah.
making a lot of noise with teenagers.
About the
Teenagers.
sound, but our sound system that we rent, you know, with a company, it's great.
Yeah.
So that's the concern. I will also put it, if you're not aware, on our city page, we have our reservations for pickleball courts up. So people can see that they'll be closed and that there'll be those things, and so I'll put it on there.
Okay.
If you,
Think
I
it'll
don't,
be fine.
if you guys are okay with that, I think we just shut them all down for that.
I could go either way. I mean, if it sounds good, but I mean, it starts at dusk, so it's, I mean, we only got an hour of, I mean, it's, I guess, lighted,
They're
but
okay.
No, but that's the problem. As soon as it starts getting dark and we're watching the movie, they turn on the lights. And then that's the problem.
yeah, so that's what I'm saying, maybe.
I just think it could be a little bit of a hassle being like, these are closed, but these are open, but like, just
Which
like,
is okay if we can turn all the lights off, but if we can't, the problem is that I have to keep marching over there and saying, hey, guys, actually, they're closed because of this, or we try to lock them, but then we have some kids that.
Well, if we can shut the lights off, then they're not.
You know.
Let's just
Yeah.
shut the,
You would think,
I think shut them
can
off.
you shut the breakers off there without causing
Yeah, you
power to
know,
everything else?
power.
Okay, well then let's just kill the lights for all of them.
Let's do.
By 9 o'clock on at night.
and then the police are gonna be there, that's always helpful, right? Because we always have a great time with kiddos. I mean, the straw market and fixes helped a lot, but
Yeah,
it's
because
really
they hang out
important
there.
that we have
doing
at least 2 policemen there.
That would go the same for our main 29th, or
Yes,
assembly
please.
too, if possible.
And I
29th
did
is
put-
our
yeah.
kind of just kickoff, it's Zootopia too. And if we could just be consistent with both of those. that'd be
I
awesome.
put that on the social media advertisement, that there will be a police presence there, that you, basically you'll be escorted if you're disruptive or breaking the law. And then I asked the parents to please educate their children on the rules and so that they can help.
Yep.
So we can keep having these fun things.
Right,
otherwise-
because really that's been the problem, and that's kind of ruined it for us in the past.
Yeah.
Is we've had so many, just kids and then problems, and then I've had to call Robbie at home. So, yeah,
So May 29th, kill the lights as well.
yeah,
Yes.
just at 9 o'clock, that'd be fantastic.
You want 2 cops there on the 20?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, we used to do
helps.
4 movies in the park, we started like dwindling it down, we did 3, and now we're just doing the 2. One big kickoff, May 29th, right after school
Yeah.
starts, and then Founder's Day, so. I think we get better crowds that way, like attendance at the events, and also it was just kind of hard with some of those issues that we were having.
Thanks, Cindy.
Okay.
Let's start off with Saturday, which is the day. Sarah Tyson on the salutes, we're good there. All from Weber High, right? That's what we're doing.
if we could get some other fire department people, and Ryan said we could arrange a couple, we can put them around the city, and the fire department has to like.
And there's no way one or two of those disappear off the truck?
Or up in your driveway, I don't, it's not like that, so, far out.
This is a public meeting, you know. but- All right, okay, so we're good there, and, that will kick off the race. And, so then breakfast, well, just the race at 7 a.m. So, Sean, you wanna give us some update, what you
Yeah,
got, what you need
so-
help with?
On the race, we have 55 runners registered so far. Shirts are being worked on right now. Signs will go soon. We'll continue to advertise. And then we have some awards that have been donated for the top finishers, and the race seems like it'll be great, just like always. We will need police at their usual locations, and then volunteers along the route like we've had years past, but should go off just fine. So
Did the scouts help last year along the race? Is that the, no, who helped? Who were the volunteers that helped along the race ride?
at the water stations and just directing traffic.
I
Did
thought it
Bill,
Bill
Bill, yeah,
did
Bill took
some-
care, yeah.
Okay,
it was Bill
all right.
Gates.
We have to run extra water too.
I think it was only like 5 or 6 people. And something like that along the race ride.
Okay. Do we, and you can,
We set up all
someone
the
can
arrows.
tell me where they need to be?
Yes.
All right.
Really pretty much at the end of the canal on Washington, right? Is that, had one there?
There's only one water stop though, right?
Yeah, that's the only one I knew of.
Just,
Just leave your.
yeah, okay, okay.
I would
I have the old.
challenge you with Phil, just to make sure that, that the information gets transferred to you.
Okay.
Just,
It's important to have somebody on the corner when you come down Washington
Yeah.
or they turn to 13100 so they don't.
There was a few places in years gone by where it wasn't exactly where you should go, so some of those places, I think they've done it the last couple of years. it was
You had an
great.
officer on
Yeah,
Washington, right?
I'll have an officer there at 400, that's 3100, so we'll help direct come west.
Okay,
And then I'll start the race up there and have one over there, and then I'll come down the hill and we'll get across the road safe, stop traffic to it.
perfect.
So we got that.
Okay, thank you.
And then Sean, they gotta know they gotta go around the whole park. They don't.
Yes.
Rough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we'll have somebody at the corner
Okay, cool.
telling them, yeah, okay.
They said,
At the
Still
start,
walk
okay, yeah,
there,
so,
it sounds like you did.
yeah, I think that. Yes, I think that's helpful.
yeah,
That's basically it.
fluorescent.
So he would always bring the arrows. I don't know how many of the arrows I have left. We just attach them to the A-frame.
Okay, yeah,
I have some of these older ones. They just,
perfect.
we throw
Yeah.
these on A-frames and put them anywhere they were.
Yeah,
they
let's-
just didn't have.
Let's do that. Yeah, that's great.
Do we,
Okay,
you just talked about porta potties. Did we say we only wanted one? We only need
We're-
one at the big.
we're going to have one at the start.
Okay,
Um,
is that enough? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think so. Yeah,
it's not a marathon.
it's a 5K, yeah.
Yeah.
They can run fast if they need to go.
Yeah, exactly. Pick up the pace.
What?
Yeah.
As far as the breakfast goes, we have
Yeah.
Kevin Bailey and Leonard Call and Richard Finner, who are all going to cook, bring grills. So we'll have one extra big grill to help with the pancakes, to keep that moving. Sarah has gotten donations for the food, so we'll be able to purchase all of that. And yes, as far as the fridge and the warmers and all of that.
You are gonna
stuff,
have
so-
to have people take the plane,
Correct.
so there's gonna be 2 or 3 people in that passing out the plates. and-
Yes, yep, so that's where I'm gonna need some help with who volunteered and who's done that in the past and just how that works.
City.
Sure, but we haven't had
Yeah,
that.
Char did, but I don't know if she's gonna do that this year.
Cause she, how they're explaining the money thing, it has to
It
be,
just needs to be on the city's account. It can't be on anybody's personal Square account.
Right.
Because the auditors caught that last year, so, but we have Square readers and we'll have tablets. So.
It does, it doesn't have to be a city employee taking the money or
No,
does not?
We just don't use any personal or trade.
correct.
Okay.
We would prefer, there was one employee up there. So we can figure that out.
Okay.
We just need one person sitting there handing out the plays and then one person taking.
But that is where where the delay happens typically, is kind of in that transition.
That area,
Part
okay.
of paying, getting the plates. And then there needs to be a bunch of people inside serving.
Yes.
And so, I mean, Leonard and Kevin and, you know, whoever will be
Yeah.
cooking, but it's just, and they start early
Yeah, 5 AM.
and so I don't know.
Last year Becky came, we had all
Well,
of Phil's family.
But we've had Phil's family and stuff, so I'm just saying that we need
Yeah.
to make sure that works well.
Yep.
Just because there is possibility of some of those people that came last year may or may not come.
We had most of the council helping last year. We could do that again.
But we just can't, I just don't want to turn it into, because it's turning into more of a salmon bait.
It's getting
Well,
big.
and
Numbers.
so
And-
let me just tell you, if it was up to me, I would kill the breakfast.
Well, but
It wasn't supposed to be ours.
it was,
It was ours. No, it is.
anyway, and there's several people that will have wanted to help with it as well that weren't allowed to before, so I'll talk to you about that. as well,
Okay.
But and we can kill it, but I don't think should kill it this year.
Not this year, not this, no,
But it is nice and it's well attended,
yeah,
and the runners, I don't know, 50% of them are runners and their families.
right.
There are other people that come up and enjoy it. It's kind of hectic, so I'm just telling you,
Well,
if you've not participated in it. you gotta-
I've
We've coordinated.
gone through the line.
Well, but I'm just saying, there's a lot of people and you need a lot of help, and I don't know if those people are gonna translate from last year to this year.
Yeah, I'll have to,
Is what I'm saying.
I'll have to get additional help. So,
When I talked to Phil, he didn't know how many volunteers we have. He's like, I don't even know.
Well,
So,
everybody just kind of jumped in.
Yeah.
When they,
Phil's family, so I told Sean, you need to bring your family, we need to,
well,
we-
Let's
we
find
usually-
out.
We'll have a lot of people.
okay,
but
I'm just saying, in years gone by, last year especially, I think was
It's more attended.
more attended.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was people that all of a sudden just panicked jumping in, and I just wanted to.
Well,
avoid that
yeah, I'm-
Panic jumping in, to have it
yeah, we're not gonna do panic this
Well,
year, so I will have people
that's all I'm
that,
saying.
I will,
is
so
yes,
Getting the
Sean-
money, cooking, we might even need two, because Kevin brings his grill, but, you know, Phil had a big thing, and
yeah, so we will have Kevin's big grill, Richard Finner has a grill the same size, and then whatever Leonard has. All three of them will be cooking. And I can get additional help there.
Okay.
We'll have enough volunteers. We'll get people
Perfect.
there.
So just to be clear, would you mind just getting the volunteers, and then if you have like a Delta and you need me to help fill
Yep.
in more of the volunteers, let me know.
You got it.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Did we talk about changing the location of the awards?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yep.
Where are we putting those now? Or no?
So it'll be
We doing,
closer to the Bowery up
On the
here.
hill- up on the
Yes,
hill?
it's not gonna be down the hill this year.
Just.
Yep. Yeah, we're not gonna do the awards on the stage this year. So too far away last year and
Agreed.
took a long time for people to climb up, get their
So
board,
we-
climb back down.
we're not bringing a stage up there to do that.
No, stage will be down where it normally is. We'll just have the podium.
Okay.
They can quickly stand on it, get a picture and down.
The podium from the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
We tried this with Tyson earlier. with the festival.
Do we want that on the north side or the south side?
Yes, the north side,
Okay.
yes.
And then just a reminder, because Public Works kept getting grabbed for cooking, that isn't the part we're there for, and because that's our transition.
Correct.
time.
Yep.
So if they were telling you.
No, we will get volunteers.
Okay. Yeah, a couple of Public Works got yanked into cooking somehow. Well, that was right where we were trying
have-
to move everything to the next venue, because that's your breakdown.
That's where all the burnt pancakes came from.
It could have
Oh,
been, it could have been,
Like,
I
two
never
volunteers.
claimed to be a cook.
So, yeah.
I have heard from my son that Maybe Weber High would like a fundraiser. Maybe that's something for them next year, so.
Agreed.
I think
Anyway.
that sounds good. Yeah, so, food handlers permit stuff for, do we?
Yeah, Becky and Sarah have food handlers
Okay.
permits, so we've got that covered.
All right,
Are you getting the permits for the big camp breakfast? Or is Heather getting permits?
The mayor has not.
Yeah. I will talk to him. I don't know.
It's, you just call the health department and get
That's
it.
fine. I can
So
do it.
you have to fill out
Okay.
that.
You want-
Yeah,
does that have to
but
be the mayor? I
it's-
mean, I
it's
could do
not.
it, I guess.
You just fill out, you pay the fee.
I-
off your window.
I can do it. What are you smiling about over there? I'm capable. Wouldn't it be horrible if we didn't have a permit and? Oh, well. No 7 bake.
Okay, thank
Uh,
you. Oh, go ahead.
Sunshades and tables and stuff, that's all.
Yep. No, I'll have all that as usual.
Okay. There's a lot going on there. Okay. Anything else on breakfast, Sean? Thanks for doing that. I know it's first time around, so.
Yeah,
And
the-
things are keep changing.
So did you understand
it'll-
there's volunteers needed, I guess?
Yes, I understand there are volunteers needed. We do not want to panic on the morning of the breakfast. I don't like panic. I don't operate under panic, so we will be
Well-
prepared.
All right. Parade and grand marshals. Cindy, do you want to start off on this? Me to just go. Okay. So we haven't met recently, but, things are going forward. I believe we're good on that, as far as everything. I did last, we had a suggestion, and I don't know if you guys all knew I did this, but I did send an email to, I actually hand carried a letter to all of the churches that are in Pleasant View. And so I've done it to the stake presidencies and the LDS, and I'm still waiting to hear back, see what their feedback is on that. Have you heard anything? Nobody said anything to you?
No. I've not heard any feedback on that so far. We do have quite a few floats and stuff registered already. That's usual, business as usual, but I have not seen any like atypical ones. This is
So I
boards or
forgot.
stakes.
They're trying to put it together, they're.
From-
Days of service.
Okay.
That they're talking about and see if anybody can do it, so that.
Yeah.
How many years?
We're probably getting close to about 30 right now. So.
Yeah.
I mean, typically we're about 55-ish. So,
At this time or just? till,
no, at the end,
Yeah.
like in our parade.
You sent an email out to everybody already on that, right?
Yep.
All the previous
Yep,
participants,
and
right?
I will continue to just do that same process and we will be just.
Well,
when
we keep talking more about 175 and US 250, and I think that's encouraging people to get involved. So hopefully, I'm thinking we'll see more, but might be, who knows what turnout we'll have on it. So that'll be good.
Volunteers, same as last year.
Yes, if we
Okay,
can,
yep.
so that'd be great.
Got it.
Which was, what was it,
It
six
was-
and six or something
Yeah,
like that?
5 to 6 for our parade setup and then 10 walks.
Got it.
Just this 2 announcer booth roundabout.
Yep, and I have
Same
that
spot.
with acts and sounds, just like we've done in the past. Last year they provided 2 microphones at each station and I told them the same for this year. So that's what's happening with sound. And then I guess you guys with power in the dump truck and all that stuff is normal.
We're still looking for people to announce at the roundabout. So if you.
Do you want Darren Carver again or no?
Darren has asked not to do it.
Oh, he
so,
did?
Yeah, he
Okay.
asked me not, so,
Okay,
yeah, which
just getting ready to send
I
a
get,
text.
I get it, yeah. Yeah, if you have suggestions, I'm open for whoever would be interested in doing something like that.
Studio.
Yeah,
Yeah, it should be.
Awesome. It was last year too. So that was perfect.
I'm open to any suggestions on that for roundabout. So Kevin and Kevin, I think, are still planning things there, so. Sunny?
Oh, Sunny would be a riot.
He'd be hilarious. Switch it up to Sean Carver, Sonny and Sean.
I think he thought, but that's,
And people
that
complain.
would be so funny.
With shows?
Yeah,
Tom Carver.
Yeah.
Which is
I-
him.
my mind is on Darren.
Crossroads on even.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yes, he would.
Can we show up text? Want to think on it?
yeah. No, I'm good if you think that they'd be great.
It's a crap.
Sean Carver, Sonny Thompson.
So-
Um. Okay. What else on the parade?
I think we're set, so the same as usual unless there's other things.
Oh, the YCC is planning on wearing whatever shirt is, wins the contest.
I think that's so cute.
That'll be fun.
That would be good. Yeah, talking about a banner too, if you decided to do that banner, that could walk in the parade too, that'd be kind of fun, so something like that.
And
Uh,
if that's the case, then we just
plus
need
three.
a locker.
Yeah,
I'm on it.
Or at least +2, maybe.
I don't know, this,
Depends on how big.
anyway, that's fine. I just
No,
think that'd be good at pickleball.
yeah, it'd be good. Okay, Grand Marshals. I've talked to a few of you about Grand Marshal ideas, and I have a list of the Grand Marshals. I'd like to confirm the Grand Marshals by the end of this week. And so I'll be reaching out to everybody. I have kind of narrowed it down to 2, I think, and I don't want to do that in a public meeting right now, but I'll narrow that down with you, and then Mayor, you'll kind of make our final decision on that. But I would suggest that we do 2 of them this year. And Jerry, this came up, that we have, you're still having the carriage, and we have room on the carriage that we could have maybe 2 more people in that. Do you think that's possible?
I can check. I can check.
I think it had forward and backward seats on it, but will you check on that? If not, we could do something different, but the idea came up that we'd have a Grand Marshal, basically one for Pleasant View 175, and then US 250. What do you think? Any thoughts on that? Ideas?
Does it take away from the one Grand Marshal? Have 2, I don't know. Why would we, I don't know why we need 2, I understand the 250, 175, but just a Grand Marshal.
Grand Marshals?
Someone suggested it to us through Messenger as well. Somebody wanted it, maybe.
Yeah. There's a lot of discussion out there right now to honor more people with Pleasant View 175. I mean, one of the floats they're talking about doing is everybody that's lived here. I don't know why they set this actual date, or time, but anybody that's lived in Pleasant View over 60 years, they would be on a float, and they were talking about doing that. So that was one thing. Maybe you're 65 years, but that's not too many people, but that's just an idea that's going out right now.
I'll check and see.
Check and see, let me know that before we make that decision, and I guess I'm open to discussion on that, if there's anybody that, if you feel strongly that we shouldn't have 2. Okay. We also need to do the bike parade leader. We talked, I have ideas, but
Yeah.
one I had, I talked to the parents, and they're a little concerned maybe that could be. So, we need to talk some more on that, but, bike parade, anything there that we need to talk about? E-bikes?
E-bikes. Has to be done.
Yeah, that's a
It's only
good,
existing.
We usually say no
no motorized.
Yeah.
We've said that in the flyer?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
We're ahead of our time.
yeah, I'm glad you brought that up.
In case you know how to ride a pedal bike.
That's funny. Okay, bike parade. Yeah, well, yeah, you had a couple names, and we
Yeah.
haven't really just talked about it.
Yeah, I was just
so,
gonna talk to you
okay,
now.
yeah. And we can let you, if you have input on that,
Yeah,
on
give
bike parade,
suggestion, I'll-
so,
But I just want to get whatever needs to be ordered.
yeah, okay, yeah, and which in the past, we've done a t-shirt and, yeah, yeah.
last year.
Yep,
Done in the sash, so the crown.
yeah. Okay. All right, Johnny's not here, but anybody have information on the car show? I don't know.
I've talked to Jelsco, and they're ready. We've got a sponsor again.
No, I see.
the
Sorry.
Credit Union, Wasatch Beach.
Oh, good.
So,
The graphics out, their sign up is out.
yeah, so,
Has the
so
response.
Roy's, doing a good job. I don't know, Johnny's not, I have texted a couple times about stuff.
I'll follow up with them.
Some food trucks for them, I called Roy and asked him if he wants, so.
I know that was a little disappointing last year.
Well, some of them did good, but most of them didn't, right?
No, they has to be, and I said, you don't want, it takes something.
Was that the only one?
Call. Well, yeah, I'll think about it.
Okay.
Anyway, no, we need some better food trucks.
Ice cream or something's good down there, those, just hamburgers.
Brazilian lemonade.
I think they had the record-setting entrance last year, so I think it's growing.
Okay, I will check in with them, see
Do
if
they have any
anything
damage
go.
to the field at all? Sprinkler heads or anything, is that?
No, it hasn't been too bad in years past, it's been okay.
They did want to do one thing and I said no already, but they wanted to move the announcer booth to the middle of the area. And I said, well, we got electric right there. I don't want to run wires under there. So I said, no. So I don't know. That was the request. I just said that.
You don't want to run an extension to there or?
No, cause you're driving over trip. I think it'd be.
Yeah.
And I just said, it's just, anyway,
It's nice to have it by the shade there too.
anyway, they felt that their music wasn't loud enough to reach everywhere, so they wanted to have it in the middle, but anyway, I've already told them no, but
Okay.
that was something.
All right, Sarah, park activities.
Water slide foam pit, it's ready to go. We have 6 food trucks, the most important one, world's best corn dog. And Zappy's Black Cherry Ages. And so, but yeah, so we have 6 food trucks coming. We have,
It's fire truck coming.
volleyball tournament. And also, we set up 9 square and CrossFit and volleyball and volleyball, pardon? And Gaga, yeah, and Gaga ball and some
What's
cornhole.
that? What's
Yeah.
Gaga Ball?
It's those 2 pits that we have, and
It's,
you notice over there, they're full the whole entire time, because the kids play it in school and everything.
Never heard
it's
of it.
like, it's dodgeball, but you have to hit the ball the
And
best.
you play it like in closed.
It's a scouts game.
It's fun.
What?
It's a scouts game at all the scout camp.
Oh.
You go till someone cries.
Yes,
Okay.
usually.
You have to hit below the waist, that's no fun.
I don't know.
Ball
That
face,
usually
that,
happens.
that's half the battle.
Yeah. The big hit,
Alright,
everybody sets up their, their tent, their towel, and they play games and eat from the food trucks and go and play
Oh,
on
good.
the phone and slide down the slide and. We have
I'm
music.
officially
and-
old.
It'll be great.
I sound like a broken record. How many volunteers do we need? I know we're doing,
Dean takes care of his own for the
Dean,
slide.
Dean and I talked about that yesterday. I'm gonna or last year. I'm taking care of him this year.
Okay, so we
Yeah,
have
yeah, he.
Slide.
he
Were we
wanted
doing
more
3
people.
slides? Do you remember?
Yeah, there's 3. That was last year. There was 3.
He's gonna do 3 with the foam pit.
And a
so-
foam pit. That's a good idea.
He told me last year, one more, and we might
Go
hold
associate.
his trucks on the grass to make
Well,
them
He
higher.
said he wanted to do the thing he did last year was so much safer and got him going good.
Yeah, that as long as, and if he worked with you for the
Yeah.
volunteers, great, because we don't, the youth city council, no way. And they're done after the parade, and so
How many, what are we running? What hours are we running over there?
it goes from 11 to 3:30. And that's it, and then we just shut the water off at 3:30.
Hey, I hate to be the one to say this too, but I remember the one year we didn't have enough water and we talked about, then we didn't do the water slides. Like, I was really upset and sad about that. Or
We
we,
do it unless we get some pushback.
So in talking with, Pine View, we are gonna have enough water this year.
we are.
you know.
Okay.
So they're not gonna have any, the Pine View water system is not gonna have any restrictions other than the normal ones. Don't water during the day, yeah, so. but
Okay.
They say that the bottom of the dam, and so they're gonna have plenty, the Weaver Basin is gonna be burning.
Okay.
So we'll go against parks along it for watering the park. We don't know how that'll look with the new meters and where we haven't historically had that.
Guess it'll-
data, just
Guess it'll
have
be
to-
green until the end of June and then.
Yeah, or they'll have, to, or.
Or
have
we'll
to
get fined.
Schedule it out or try to, depending on how
Just the
much.
fine.
it
They
actually
shut it
costs.
off and then you can't have it until next year, or you pay the $500 and then they turn it back on.
Turn it off the rest of this year.
Yeah.
Pay $500 to get it off next year.
Okay. So
If
they might
that-
turn it off if we go over the allotment for the park.
I don't
I don't think it used that much.
It's pretty,
It just a little trickle.
I don't know. We should be able to look that up. Do we have a meter? There? Can we look?
Yeah.
It's a trickle, I mean, if you have a regular nozzle flushing up there for an hour, you go.
Is there a way to go back and look at what our
No,
usage?
No, there is for last year. They'll show you what your last, well, no, that's. not
That's if
true.
you had a.
If you had a
Focus.
meter, but, so there wasn't a
Let's get back
meter.
on- Let's get back
Sorry,
on
sorry.
task.
All right, well, we're just talking about that though. So you have a meter. If you can check that, I don't know if you can. Okay. Okay. All right.
But, so for anybody talking to fire though, just a reminder not to tell them to hook up to hydrants, cause they've had the 2
Oh.
years,
I just fill it for you.
yes.
Can they fill up in Bonavista or?
Cause
something
then
like
we
that?
have to go chase the dirty water calls during, which was last
Oh, yeah,
year
that's right.
and a year before.
Okay. All right, salmon bake. So exciting. This is awesome. Becky, bring us home.
So have you guys heard that the air show was canceled?
Yes.
Okay, I was just making.
It
sure
is
that
canceled.
Wasn't just a rumor, cause I got to like Google it.
Yeah, it's
Just heard
canceled.
it.
Yeah.
So do we still want to stick with the same numbers? We talked about just leaving them the same.
Yeah, what was it again? What was
1,100.
1,100 pounds?
Stay, okay,
We had enough left over last year that and we served, you know.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah, we
The
had
full
a lot.
times, I just don't think we could, even if we cook it the same amount, and they were tired of cooking
yeah,
by the time it was
They
done,
were.
and so I don't want to add any more.
Okay.
Cause
I would be too, man, there's a lot.
we actually had, and I would,
we
probably
have-
50 pounds at the end, you know, 2 or 3 boxes that. Oh, do we really have to cook them?
yeah.
So
They started cooking a little bit later last
Did they?
year than they normally.
I think we're
so.
fine. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we needed any more people, but
Or any
I
more
mean, we
staff.
don't want to turn anybody away, but we could have served probably 100 more people.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And it's still, I mean, the line, we still had, I mean, usually the last half hour, it's pretty dead.
Did we run out of hot dogs? Was that the one
We
we
had
did?
one.
Okay.
So we are getting more hot dogs, but
Okay.
other than that, and I guess Heather, you could maybe keep posted if there's more than I mean, I guess if we have more pre-orders,
Well, it's the
Then-
same price, right? What did we charge last year? It was.
that's fine.
No.
Hot dogs are
it's
$5.
$5 for hot
Okay.
dog and
Well,
I think we did 12.
Well,
12.
And we didn't
So-
do discount on pre-sale. We
No.
just did 12.
Are we keeping the price the same as the bulk?
I don't see a reason to raise them, but if we,
Do you know? the
That's
prices
fine.
this year?
not yet. Yeah, I won't know until like the week before what he gets it for, cause it fluctuates. So,
If we set it today and I know, then we can get the tickets ordered so that we'll have them by June 1st. That's when people start asking to buy.
June 1st.
So 5 and 12, no discount, correct? Okay.
I don't, so you guys,
Good.
I mean, we shouldn't, yeah, I mean, did we have a lot of pre-sale in the past? We haven't had that, really that much.
Like
pre-sale,
half.
right? Is it half?
It's usually around half.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we need to give any discount for that.
No, we didn't last
Okay.
year.
We
It
did
was
not
fine.
last year and it
Did
did not
you-
affect
you
it.
don't-
I mean, you can't get a $12 meal anywhere in town, so, I mean, it's pretty good salmon, so.
I love it.
Okay, what else?
just the one thing that the cooks asked me for was to roll off like their area. You've got that?
Yep.
Okay. So I don't, that's everything is good as far as they go. So that's the only thing that they've said, and I just asked Nate
What,
to
what
let me
would,
know.
we just use caution tape or something like that, or would you rope it off, or what, I mean, do we need something really good to, like
Armed
a
guards.
fence,
They just
fence
said
it?
they-
Yeah.
They asked for it.
Caution tape,
Yeah,
Okay.
because we have plenty of rolls of that for that whole area.
I feel so sorry for them. I wish we could get some sort of a barrier for the sun on that west side. I just don't know, because that sun,
it gets hot.
Just gets
It's
hotter.
Good for most of the time, but I mean, towards the end.
that last
it's
couple, 3 hours is
brutal.
just brutal for them.
Well,
Yeah.
can
More
we,
than the 4 pop-ups.
Yeah,
or-
because I mean, it just comes right there, you know, they got the pop-ups behind, but we just like need like a big, I don't even know what to do. I don't
what if
know.
we put like those triangle shades or something like that up higher, if you had something like that, cause you want the smoke to get out of there.
Well, no, I'm just saying, just a barrier on the west side, just
You mean like a tarp
like a
just hung
tarp or
up,
something, yeah, just,
trying to block the whole
just-
area?
just, not the whole area, just the sun coming in. I mean, you know what I mean, just,
We could look, I don't.
if we have
I
a
don't know
big,
if there's enough, if you
height
have
on-
trees on that.
there might be,
side.
there's a tree on the south side, but I don't know about the north side, but just something we could hang up there, not over the wires or anything,
Yeah.
just as that sun comes down, it's just bakes them to death, that last part, and that's the worst part.
Mhm.
Like,
I know that I talked with a couple of the kids in the mall last year, the grandma or whatever she is, but,
Yeah.
oh. I
Yeah,
don't
those
know,
ones are
cause it's
amazing.
quite high, you know, and it's,
you've reached out to him already this
We
year.
got to-
You know,
Yeah.
Phil had this thing he brought down to pickleball. It was like a fan mister kind of thing. Have you seen those? They're like gigantic, kind of. I don't know.
They may not want a lot of,
yeah. a lot
Who-
of
I know.
Cool on the water, but just the sun is all I'm saying.
the
I
sun,
don't-
blow the smoke.
They have,
Yeah, we want
they,
those on
I've
the-
never asked them about that. They've never
Yeah.
complained about the.
I think that's a good idea to say, hey, what could we do to make it better for you to deal with the heat and
We
the
could
smoke?
look at it, that tarp option. see
Just,
if
you know,
we
a
can
tarps
come
are
up
fairly
with
inexpensive, but you get a 20 by 30 tarp for cheap and just
But-
if we can hang it, I don't know, I'll go down and see if there's some, if it's to hang it on the north side.
I don't think there is. Just chain link fence out there.
Now, there's trees along there. but anyway.
What else you got?
I just had a question on, I know that we talked about somebody else was gonna cook hot dogs, but I didn't write down
Leonard
The mayor.
the mayor. Okay, that's what I thought, but so he's good to, I wasn't positive, so. I
Yeah,
wasn't
he's-
okay.
Yeah, he
He's
and
good to
Chris-
bring his.
Kevin, and
stove
Chris- Kevin's,
Yeah,
so
down for after, okay, just wanted.
I haven't talked to him on that, but I believe he's still planning on it, and I'm sure it was Leonard that wanted to do hot dogs.
Okay, and then volunteers, we're good with all that?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
last year we had more, between the planning commission and the city council, we got pretty covered. Jerry, you still game to do your usual? Okay. Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay,
Do I have to give up my position?
Yes,
no, well,
Yes, you
I don't
do.
know. No,
we'll talk later.
I don't think you can.
Well,
Can you?
You have
No, I don't think I can. I don't know. I don't want
You
to.
have
Can
to.
still talk.
Only one
I'm
line
planning
though.
on doing it, but do you want it? I mean,
I love it. But
full
I don't know.
serving it, or you wanna just out there and?
I
I
think,
didn't
I-
think that that was like, I thought that you and Dave were just like,
I
too
think
bad,
if
you
you
have to
just-
do it.
I think it's fine to
It's
serve.
fine,
You
but-
don't have
but
to
we
serve.
need- We do need
we need somebody to push this, for people through, but I
You
don't.
can handle that.
Ann would do that.
You can vol-
Well, then,
I think that's the key, is just keeping some.
Keep the lines moving.
We have done really well the last couple of years getting
Yeah.
people through
It's
there.
pretty slick.
true, and
It has been
And I think you
impressive,
guys have it down, so
I
I
just, I,
don't think that's up for negotiation.
you know. Jerry
If I
keeps,
have a
Jerry
voice.
keeps us stock,
yeah,
stock.
Jerry, you're gonna be there.
Yeah,
Perfect.
So that's
And
very
some of
good.
the people, you
Yeah.
know, that, like Andrea or somebody that helps push people through or help people through with multiple plates and things, that always helps.
I think we had a runner last time that.
Got a
kind of-
couple runners that help with
Yeah,
like
'cause,
tinfoil
I
or
mean,
with
we
kids
got
or
it-
whatever.
we Set up a tinfoil station, so we need to, we had a volunteer last year for
Yeah.
that. Like for people that are doing to-goes or whatever.
Yeah.
So we'll have that again, and then the hot dogs. I had some extra foil that they wouldn't use. We got some, not the heavy duty foil. But we're back to ready to do like the hot dog wraps again, so that's way better than.
just
I'll
wrap.
have to cut foil, the ones that are already pre-cut.
Oh,
nice,
yeah.
and just wrap them in that, so.
Last year we did salad with the hot dogs. That was, if they wanted it. Can we do that again? That was great.
I don't care.
We've
Okay.
always had salad left over, hasn't it? Haven't we?
We have
No, we've
not.
actually
We've,
run out.
we haven't run out,
Oh, I
but
thought
we've
we
been,
did, but you went and got some.
I don't know if we,
I think we're just
we
down.
were, I know we've been close, like very close. I mean, I always order a little bit more salad every year, just because it's like $3 or $4.
It's just a
It's
garnish
worth it
anyway. It's
to
not,
have.
nobody likes
Yeah,
it.
yeah, so and there's no rhyme or reason to, I mean, the things that we,
Yeah,
I don't know, sometimes all of a sudden we have a plethora of ketchup for
That's good.
no reason. And then I've sent these guys to get ketchup bottles before, so it's like, yeah, so I think we're good with all that. And,
so I reached out I went and talked to Tim Norda at
uh,
Lee's, and I hadn't met him before, so I went and met him, and he's waiting for you to talk to him, so.
I haven't talked to him. I've emailed him,
Okay.
so, but I haven't talked to him.
Okay,
So
so, yeah,
I'll-
and I said, we
I-
had issues and we want to make sure we're good this year, and anything,
Yeah.
he goes, yeah, just give me the order. I think,
can't remember what day he's off, because the day that I did call, he wasn't there, but I know a message, so.
have you in the past just verbally given the order?
No, it's
You've
always
gone in there
written
and
down.
it's all written
Uh-huh.
down, and so it's really clear on what.
Yeah, and
Okay.
so so I've emailed him and asked him when he wants it. I haven't heard back from
Okay.
him yet, but I usually don't order anything until May, so,
Yeah.
and I talked to him quite a bit last year as well, like the year before, when, with him and Jeff there. We kind of coordinated how we do it, and he said to do it the same, so.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but I already have the order ready to go, like it's
Awesome.
ready to be emailed, so
What else you
I
need?
can send it now. You guys want
No,
it?
I don't think you need to send.
Yeah, I actually asked.
Too
him.
early, they'll forget.
Which
I
we've
had-
always done.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not worried. With Lee's doing it, I'm good, like,
yeah.
if.
Didn't they come, wasn't the pack different last year with the salmon? It was,
It was, yeah,
Our
we
board
asked,
says-
yeah, like, and we asked for that, and he asked for that, and it came the wrong way, which he was going to, like, yeah, I have a note on that.
Okay.
For because we asked for the styrofoam coffins, but we had to make more trips, is how we did it, so that we didn't have as much salmon out. But it was still packed in ice, so it was okay, and I just had them give me a heads up when we needed it, but we did have to.
Did they deliver to us then? Or
No.
we have
We go.
Public
back
Works
and
has to
forth.
go?
I usually get the first round, and then these guys, I just let them, it's usually Mike.
Okay.
Just have a salmon and a nice truck, commingle.
We need the Zamboni though, the Zamboni.
And Steve talked to Tim about the potatoes already, like but in my email, that's in there too, that.
Okay.
Just make sure that the potatoes are doubled.
Right. Anything else with this,
Nope,
The
I don't have
drinks-
Anything else? I got the order for Sarah for the donation, so, you want me to just text it to you?
Yes. And then we could just buy it home, buy the stuff for the breakfast.
Okay.
what do we get donated on the salmon bait?
The foil, the ranch, we need gloves this year,
The plates.
the plates, the
napkins,
utensils, yeah,
Okay.
all of that.
Whatever she needs, we just have it, there's donation people pay for.
Yeah.
Then-
The only thing that I usually get now, because I buy them just before, and I mean, I guess if we have money that's donated, we could do that too, but it's Costco, like the Costco hot dogs. And I usually get
How much
those,
do they usually cost them?
are 400-ish,
Okay.
so, yeah, if we,
Yeah.
is Sam's Club donated, or is it somebody?
No, it's private, it's
Okay.
businesses and people who are
Okay.
donating the money, and so then we deposit it here with the city
Okay,
for Founder's Day, and allocate it specifically to like salmon bake breakfast or pickleball or whatever it is, and so we can find it on the,
yeah.
yeah, just.
That's the
let me know.
only thing that I get, like, that I go by on my own.
Gotcha.
At this point, because you guys are
Well,
so
heavens,
freaking
no,
awesome.
we're not, don't share, yes.
So, because I used to get all of those things,
No,
but
we'll get the hot.
if you-
tell us.
yeah, if you need me to get it, I can get it, but
Okay, just
the
tell us.
hot dogs, I mean, just however, we can talk later, like however you guys want to do it, but that's the only thing that I get from Costco, because everything else we order from Sam's Club.
Taking tickets, Andrea, are you doing, who's doing, you or Heather?
I'll be doing tickets, Laurie will be there. We had 3 people down at the bottom doing ticket sales the night of. And then I think we had 2 or 3 up top, but 3 was perfect for us. So we've got to take care of the ladies in the office.
Okay, and then where, are you handing out plates there too, or
It'll be
plates?
right above. We've got that one taken care of as well.
Okay, perfect.
And you will bring your table, right?
Correct.
But we'll have the plate table there. Like,
Make sure they're ready. That's not, I mean, Debbie doesn't make it for the first,
I know.
so make sure somebody's there for the.
Oh, yeah, when the
We've got it.
volunteers come, in the very, very
Right.
beginning, yeah.
Yeah, we need to talk about that. Okay.
what time do you want to keep the same times for the volunteers to come and eat?
We did
Okay.
4 o'clock
4.
last time.
We did 4 and then the bake was 5 to 7:30, right?
5 to 7. It's 2 hours.
Oh, I thought we extended last year. We didn't.
We said it at half
Okay.
hour. 7, 6.
Yeah, it used to
Okay.
just go to 6:30, but now.
And
Okay.
that's kind of dictated on the permit, right? And
Yeah, you have
So
to,
we
the
need to get
permit
that
changes
permit.
with that. I do know that. I've never got the permit. So if I need to get the permit, I can get the permit.
Leonard knows what to do because he
just
sent
ask
me
him
one
to tell
time
you.
and they were gonna permit it. Because I didn't know something, but Leonard never got
I
it
will,
right.
I will make sure. I will do that.
Okay,
And then.
Go ahead.
I think that's, unless you guys have anything else, like I've got, I think,
This, we need some Mountain Dew Zero.
Nope, that's still on the list.
Perfect.
yeah,
you have the list then?
we talked about all that last.
Soda-
time, but
soda
I think
list
We're
that-
still gonna.
Yeah, we need that drink.
We're
Okay.
not out of cherry trees yet.
So, yeah, I talked to, what's the guy's name? I went and met with him as well.
Corey?
Corey, yeah.
Oh,
So, and he knows, he's ready for you to get
They are so
whatever you need. So, yeah, from
And then-
Admiral Beverage.
If we're doing different pop soda, do we need a new? Are
We
you
need
good
new
with that?
signs.
The
Mhm.
signs came.
Yeah, Tyson and
And
I will.
yeah, I have.
Coordinate the
this,
flavors,
we're making
okay.
any drink changes.
That'll,
And then
I
the
know
sink,
of.
the sanitizing. Got that, okay. So, yeah.
Who
Kind
has
of
the help?
just,
We already do that.
yeah, I was gonna ask about that. You talked to Hills already, Hills family? Okay, fireworks. Thanks, Becky.
yeah,
You get in town if that be right.
I should be fine.
Your band. Excuse me,
Which is who?
band Cold Water.
Okay.
And we'll have the local Sterling's called. We have you mentioned on here you wanted something big, but we do have a party.
Yeah, we haven't, I kind of backed off down on that a little bit. There's just so much going on. I don't know. Yeah, well, June 1st and then also the Heritage birthday party is kind of, I was thinking, so.
Anyway, yeah, Austin's ready to go with fireworks. He's putting in some extra special stuff because it's American 50 and plus being 5. And the band's coming, he is bringing even more speakers this year and a better sound system. He might even rent a generator because we don't have enough power at the battery unless you talk to him. But he's planning on bringing a generator.
He's done the sound in the past for that too, the fireworks? Or
No,
who
not
you
fireworks,
talking about?
upward. Austin is with, Dragon Dynamite.
Yeah,
Dynamite. What is it? I don't know.
Austin is the fireworks, right?
Yes. And then Russ does the concert.
Russ Harkness, okay. And he does the speakers too, right?
Yes. And yeah, we'll have the music coordinated, they'll be live, also.
Proud to be an American's gonna be the fun finale. You've done a wonderful job. I have to.
Yeah, it's
Do you
great.
guys have any requests for the music? Because, he's been sending me, music, suggested music, and I'm like, yeah, no. You guys have some advice? Besides, we very much for the film.
It's been a lot of years, maybe through the years, Kenny Rogers or something. yeah.
Rogers, it's really high music for those fireworks, isn't it? Anyway, no, it'll be a 20-minute show. free fireworks trivia as well, where we ask, you know, questions and see.
Yeah, if we could get more speakers,
Fine.
especially the lower area I mean, there's a lot of people sitting down along the lower side.
I
so.
don't know about down in the bowl,
Yeah, 'cause
probably not.
if he doesn't have the Bluetooth type speakers,
Yeah.
it's still.
We asked
Oh,
about it
you
at
can
least,
get
and
them faster.
ask him if maybe if it's something we can add on to Bluetooth and we could get him out another
I'll ask him.
50 yards out or something.
Yeah.
That's
I'll
fine.
ask him and see.
Yeah. Wild as it's been getting if you don't have something protecting
Yeah.
those cords all over. I don't think the city owns enough
No.
protection for that.
Robbie, can we do what we did last year with the roads and all of that so that? And it worked out well last year, right? With getting
Worked a lot
people out.
better than the year.
Yes, so we'll just do what we did last year when we close off 500 and direct everybody over to Blue Knight parking lot or side streets everywhere. And, yeah,
And the officer on site still.
yes, please.
Officer in the park, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I
What is
think
there?
they were
Oh, yeah, the kids
blowing
and
up
stuff.
fireworks and bathrooms and.
At least two for that, because as it's gotten bigger, it's gotten more rambunctious. And all the other people who are on my side.
Have you confiscated any of them yet? So.
There, the fireworks part, you want to work on that?
Yes,
The school hit me up today about something, you had to sure, I don't know if you signed or something about fireworks.
oh, I work with the head custodian that works with the office staff.
They just said, I mean, Roxanne didn't have it covered or something.
Tell her to call me because we bring the contract down here, I get the insurance, and I take it right back up, and everybody, the admin signs, and, you know, Ryan signs, and our admin signs. So, yeah. Yes, yes. I've been waiting for, I already reached, JJ knows how to do the contract, and so he just needs to go to the office. It was Roxanne that talked to you?
She just. did that one.
It's usually Rachel has that,
She was busy,
okay.
that's where.
Cause she just go talk to Rachel, cause Rachel knows all of it. So,
Public Works, anything from you that additional?
I think I've gotten most of the list, so it's still just if there's any big changes, just letting us know sooner than later.
Do you have kind of a printed schedule that you use or?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Then I was gonna order the extra light for the fireworks still for the top corner requested.
so 4 instead of 3 now?
Yes. And then the extra porta potties, we'll get the dumpsters there.
So porta potties for the parade, are we doing
all
those?
events.
So they'll have done some down here and then you'll have some up high too? We're,
Just those same locations unless some of you guys want them somewhere else. So the pickleball, we'll add them at the tournament, sort of. At some point when that's over, we move them to Shady Lane. Those are extra ones, the one we put down by the parking lot for people waiting in line.
okay.
Since they're sort of mid all the Boweries, trailer. I haven't gotten a quote, she hasn't sent it over yet, but they're supposed to include a trailer one that we can sort of haul up for the race. That's the one I think. Try to do the trailer at the pickleball, one that'll just sort of be the travel, John. For the different events through the week.
Where did we access the light?
600 and Weaver High Drive, that top corner, because everybody's walking and dispersing into the
So-
darkness of the.
We'll have one more person then to help
My
switch them off.
understanding.
So we need 5 lights now?
You'd have to have 5 lights if you wanted one over here.
Tyson?
Well, 600 is busy, but 500 right here, unless we just move to that, so we're not, everyone that's in a parking lot is going down, we're not that, so. Where you were to walk the road. I thought we just that.
We did the extra barricades for the shutdown, but I didn't know about the light.
No, I don't
Or I
think-
misunderstood. I only remember the one extra light.
Tyson, you'll have enough people to switch them on, switch them off, under those full walkies like that.
Yes, all that would be the same.
Okay, going back to the flags at City Hall, Sarah, when are we setting those up?
Founders Day.
Sunday afternoon? And do you know what time? They're going
No,
to- Okay. But we, yeah, we're not doing the field of flags this year. Is that,
that's,
oh,
fill the flags is in the fall, so
Okay.
all we do is just. Flags.
okay.
We
No, I
put the flag on.
I think it's great. Any other thoughts on that?
I would like to do American.
Okay. Sounds good. Robbie, any other safety or Stetson?
Chief, you have anything on that? I think we're pretty good, you know, just to sit down the week before with Tyson and we drive around. So I think we're set with the officers in the park. It'll be easy. I think we're
Okay.
good on the security side.
Yeah, that's
You
good.
know, last year they did have, you know, these little snots going around to some of the city events. Did we ever see anything in this
Just the
area?
fireworks.
Okay, all right.
Standards that travel around the weekend.
No, these were just some agitators that went to city events. So we didn't have anything, okay. Yeah. I just hope that doesn't, I hope they nip that.
Yeah, that's not good.
So what time's up, Ray?
The parade? Parade's at-
10
10.
AM. 10. No, it's 10 AM. Motors.
Yes.
The only other thing we need is a flyby. Who knows somebody at Hill Air Force Base so we can get a flyby?
I've tried, I'm working on it, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
For heaven's sakes, they head out to the West Desert, they can't just fly over.
If it was on 4th of July, we'd be easy to get.
Well, we even talked to one of the pilots in Chicago, who gave us the connection.
Yeah. I fill out the application, but I'm not sure it's going anywhere, so.
So Jenny sent me.
I think we should do it. I think we should have it. I think that'd be cool. Fly by at 10 o'clock.
According to the pilot, he says the only person that could get it faster than anybody else is a cop.
And I've invited Lee and his staff to come to Founder, to Salmon Lake this year. So I think so. I hope so. I did, yeah.
What?
It was for, we went out to dinner and it was a good time.
He actually suggested, but inviting all of our
Yeah.
members to our city celebrations.
So,
Go
anyway,
with that relationship.
I don't know if I'm gonna do Curtis this year because he kind of disappointed me,
As
but
long as they're not in the parade, I'm okay with it, so.
So did we snake you about that?
he's gonna try. So.
There'll probably be a lot of them in the parade. I
Maybe
don't know
I'll
if we-
give it,
I don't know if we've
I
heard of
did, I
any.
did not mention the flyby, but maybe I'll say, listen, if Hill wants any more funding.
Funding from Pleasant View?
Talking federal funding here. They'd have to do a flyby for Pleasant View.
I don't know, you've seen the federal budget lately? It's like 1.something 5 trillion or
What's,
something
what's
like that.
another 10,000, whatever it takes to fire one of those up.
Okay, that's all right, we're good. Volunteers, I think you got all of this. There. Budget, I don't know what our total budget is, but, are we okay on budget? Anybody know?
I haven't seen anybody buy anything yet, so.
Okay,
I think
so
we're good.
speaking, I'd like to see some of that broken down if we're planning on spending money in there. And Sarah, on the donations, can we get a list of that? I don't know if we've seen a good list or if you have a list that we,
We can run a list after and when we receive them.
And I would like to get that done ahead of time. Those are, that's, you want, you know, it to be for certain things.
yeah, no, I'm just saying, hey, let's just for us to keep track of it. So,
But things aren't usually, it's like there's sound, it's all in one big fat clump. And, you know, there's, the fireworks is 20,000, you know, that's not that. Then there's salmon bake, but those are the biggest, costs. And so, anyway, the amount of money that, I think last year, the donations brought in something like 7,000, 7,500.
Something like that.
But we end up having to do the budget amendment to move over, otherwise it just stays in the general fund.
Right.
So that's why we're trying to get that ahead of budget time so that we can include acts in the amount, but yeah.
Tyson, this was yours here that you had, or?
That was from your first meeting
Oh,
for Founder's Day.
I didn't see it. I didn't hit, it wasn't handed out, was it? Was it?
At the last meeting it
Was it?
was.
Oh my gosh, I didn't, okay. All right, cool. Anything else we need to talk about?
No, well, we just always do the A-frames for
Oh, yeah.
around the town, so we'll do that again. We're ready to go on those. That won't take anything.
Yeah.
And
they're all
nobody-
same stuff.
Nobody needs anything out before that first week of
The-
June, or do you
yes.
need it?
Yeah, who's hanging the
Roughly
banner?
what date are you wanting by,
So
cause they're all
she
bumped
wants
into
about
that.
The
This-
5K post, 5K
Yeah.
posters and stuff.
Hey, no, we can.
Banners.
Banners.
Do you want us to divide and conquer and do the rest of them?
Who's gonna do it?
Decide about
Well,
it.
that's a good question. I don't know. How many did we put up last year?
I'll show you.
6.
We'll have a party.
Did you hang them all last year?
I'll bring them. We'll put up the 5K ones this weekend. The other ones, do you want us to hold open those, or you want to?
Volunteer Johnny.
I hadn't, yeah. I don't mind putting them up. I mean, I can do that, but
We can all help.
we,
Volunteer down too.
when do we want to do it? Should we, 1st of June?
For Saturday. And I've weeded out all the, I mean, we used to have on every corner, but we did, last year we just did on the welcome signs. Alberta, 89, West Pleasant View Drive, 1,000, 600,
Yep.
and then Pleasant View Drive on the east, well, we did do on the east side, but the sign's gone, so we just had to do two T-posts.
Do you, the signs for the race, we probably want those up earlier than that, right?
That's what was just talking.
Okay, okay.
We asked her how-
And I know the car show signs, those probably good, they need to go up earlier
Yeah,
too,
we
probably
put-
the same time,
Yeah,
right?
same time, I just put those on that's,
Tyson, are the A-frames like in that little garage, or are they up high? They down low?
They're just packed in,
I like to
kinda
kind of,
have to Tetris them in there, but
okay.
After, because we have
Yeah.
to go get the.
I want to inventory what we have and what posters we have, like just,
if you'll give me until tomorrow, we can get them all yanked and
Okay.
start taking out that South Bay for
Okay.
Founder's Day.
yeah, that'd be great.
Are the signs stored in that same room? Okay.
yeah, all in one too.
That's
In
with
one
all
too,
the
okay.
kids. Founders Day stuff.
All right. We'll get an invitation sent out, or at least a text to go set those up. First week in June is, the first Saturday in June is like the 6th, something like that, isn't it? I think it is the 6th, so I think we might want to go up earlier than that.
You can do whatever you want,
All right,
I'm turning it over.
I'm just thinking of my schedule.
June is the 6th.
Yeah, I can't do it a week prior to that anyway, but. Okay, did we cover everything? Oh yeah, what about
T-shirt.
we talked, that idea of the 175-mile walk kind of thing, and I don't know, we haven't really talked all about that. Just an idea, but
Yeah,
you think that's something we should do? I don't know what we're trying to get people to, I don't know if we put it on social media, or I haven't really discussed it anymore with you since then.
So, days of service project, like a day of service or something, that's been told to the churches. Pleasant View Steak has reached out. I talked to Tyson today, finding some, they want to have just an activity where they can just invite 200 or 300 people, do some stuff. And so those things are out there. I have put out in the newsletter that's gonna come out that we want to do the, on the 5th, to have that kind of the neighborhood potluck stuff.
Yes. And
Sarah is gonna do one on here at Barker Park probably, but just individual neighborhood block parties.
What day?
That's gonna be the 5th,
June
4th,
5th.
6th. But the nation just wants to do it on Sunday. I don't know what, somewhere. Anyway, so that's kind of out there. T-shirts, the design has been picked by the committee.
Great.
It's not my first one, but I kind of get out. I am gonna do one on my own. It's gonna be Pleasant View 175, and then I'm gonna put all the mayors on the back. So I'm gonna make 30 or 40 of those, so it'd be kind of a special one. But then, the shirts are gonna be $5, I think, or 10, well, they're gonna cost about $5.50, so a $10 shirt, and it's a really nice shirt, it's 50/50. And so they're gonna try to have those ready for Sarah's June 1st activity. Sarah's done a great job with getting some donations, so we're gonna be able to buy the shirts ahead of time and have them just for sale. We were gonna try to just do a pre-order, but thanks to Sarah for getting a donation for that. That's will enable us to have those. for
So
June.
we get a certain quantity and then
Yeah.
with the donation, then we can refer. if
Yeah,
we
then
need to.
we're
Okay.
if we need to. I'm gonna, but they're a nice shirt, just a good quality shirt, not just the cheap thing that shrinks when you wash it. So
Yeah.
it'll be a good shirt, white with the design on the front. So, and then I ordered the coins today. They're coming. I ordered 1,000. They should be here. Mhm. Yeah. I went back and forth, but anyway, I made the decision. I think they're gonna be nice. It'll be baked enamel with they'll be filled in the wells. It's not quite as detailed as I want, but they'll be here by the 1st of June, I'm hoping. So
So were we gonna sell those throughout the event?
we're gonna
or-
sell them. I need to talk with Heather about that, whether they buy them here at the office or how we take that.
If we
We'll have to figure that out.
had them at the Salmon Bake, we could have them.
Yeah, have
mean-
them everywhere. We just have to keep track of them.
Sorry,
But
reminds me about, sorry, I'm jumping in, but were we could put the murals that you guys are gonna use along the Salmon Bake walkway from the Heritage Committee? We talked about, you're gonna have some murals or something, aren't you? Are you making murals? Or did you decide not to? Okay. If you do end up doing those, we'd like to put them along the walkway of the Salmon Bake as they're kind of waiting, in line.
And I do want to bring up one more thing, and we do have to be out of here by 5 for the staff, or 5, so 2 more minutes. Dave, can I
You're
bring up
good.
one more
Yep,
thing?
yep. So-
I talked to a gentleman, he's the Revolutionary War aspect, and we kind of talked about having some reenactment things or just some stuff on the Revolutionary War kind of history. And having those tents set up along the path as they come, and they're free, but they'd have, they could, during the afternoon events, they could be up here, they could shoot a musket or, do a few things like that. So
Fun.
that's kind of fun. And then they also, and I haven't heard back if they've accepted, but be part of the color guard.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that next meeting, I guess, but anyway.
Yeah.
But
I'll follow up
do we
on
need
that.
want to set a date for the next meeting? I think.
Yes, I do. What day? 11th, that was June 11th?
June 11th, so if we don't have anything else,
So, and then when would we honor the Grand Marshal? Is that this June, what day? That's the
Got it, the 9th.
9th? Okay.
So we just need to know who it is.
Or if you want to back it up and do it May 26th.
I think the 9th is probably fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, actually that goes out in this letter too.
Yes.
So it needs to be.
With their
I
bios
forget
and-
the deadline is usually a week prior, so. Never before that.
And as soon as you know, so you just have all their swag ordered. and ready to go for the.
But that, we'll do that on the 9th though.
What I was gonna tell you, the newsletter's already been submitted and there is stuff about Founder's Day with a big fat QR code and list of everything we took out, sir. And a list of all the things on that. So.
Okay, I'd entertain, Heather, I guess,
Good.
and Andrea, you're just happy to be here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for not being on vacation this week.
Coming up.
Yeah, she's going to a big trip, kind of fun. All right, entertain a motion to
I'll
leave.
make a motion that we adjourn this meeting.
Okay.
Second.
Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Dave.
Sarah.
You got it.
Well, there's a lot to do still. Put everything, some lots of detail, have 2 or 3 pages that we have, everything have. This is all, because there's a lot right now.
There's a lot. I mean, the nice thing